as topical issue once more. As we start the new year, I had another idea that I would like to share. And this is something that can help in places where there isn't much water, but it is in the arid and semi-arid area. Arid and semi-arid lands. A simple irrigation plan. I'm going to show it to you, and then we go through it slowly by slowly together. On this model, this is a tract of land. So you make sand hills, what do you call them? Dikes. A sand dike. This is a sand dike. But under here, that plot, you've dug, this is another sand dike. That's a collection point. It's just a sample. So under this, between these two sand dikes, you dig to some distance where you cannot be able to cut crops or anything with a hole, let's say maybe 3 feet or 4 feet, and then you put polythene paper laid down properly and cover it with the soil. You raise this sand dike and this sand dike, but on the sides you can make a channel where rainwater can flow into underground tanks, or you can even have another place where you can make a polythene paper pond, depending, just like the one that people make for fish. You can have a pond that will collect this water. So you can have several series, and when it rains, the water will percolate into these places in between, so there will be water trapped under the soil. It can't go past the polythene paper. The sand dikes help in that during that time you can be able to collect a lot of water. They stop the water from moving to places. You can extend different units within the same farmland. And then you have a tank, or you can have tanks both sides. So what happens when the water has accumulated? When it starts drying, your plants will be growing in between these places. And what happens is you can be able to draw using a pipe by gravity to this tank, to this other place, and you can irrigate by drip irrigation, or you can even have channels and have water without using a pump. And when it's dry, because this pond or these underground tanks will be holding the rainwater that would have become a runoff, but you are able to trap that water. So the water under the ground, the polythene paper stops it. It acts as a damper for the water, and when you irrigate with little of this water, it's able to connect from the top and the water from the bottom, and your plants will grow when there's no water. If the collection is large enough, you can grow several crops, and when it rains, the rainwater goes back to those tanks or that pond or those ponds that you would have made, and the process continues because the polythene paper never gets spoiled. If it is deep to a point that you can not be able to cut it when you are working the farm, it will serve you for some time or for quite a while. And it doesn't matter whether you have irrigation water, it doesn't matter whether, so long as it rains heavily, this water will keep your plants going for a long time. So it is a simple arid and semi-arid irrigation system for a small plot. This is an idea that I've found important to share this time. I know there are other different models, but this is a model that can be of importance in those areas. It is an idea that you can improve on. You can do whatever you want to make one improve farming where there's no water and where there's short rain. So you trap the runoff rainwater and use it in that manner. It's roughly drawn, don't worry. What I want you to get is the idea, even in the others, is the idea. Come up with something better, make your own improvements, do your irrigation with rain runoff water. That's my take for now.